So I just watched a documentary called How to Die in Oregon. And Oregon and Washington State have death with dignity laws where for terminally ill patients, their physician can prescribe them a lethal dose of medication, and it's the person's choice whether to take it or not, with the help of a few organizations. And it's not physician assisted suicide, it's a choice to die without suffering. And some of the people didn't take the medication, and some got better for a while and just left it in a drawer, and then got worse, and then they just knew that it was time to do it. And I didn't think it would have that much of an effect on me, but after watching my mother go through that kind of pain, and my grandmother, and to some extent my grandfather too, and those two were just within the last year, I would want to have that option if I was in that much pain. And it seems cruel to make someone suffer like that and just be comfortable. I mean, I don't know how comfortable you can be on just pain medicine, because it doesn't take everything away. I've seen it. I watched my mother go through it for weeks, and I watched my grandmother for close to a day and a half until she died when I was right there. And I know Florida doesn't have that law, and it was so optimistic of these people to have that choice. It gave them the power and the control over their diseases and let them decide. The very first scene was a gentleman being given the mixture to drink, and it had to be drank within 60 to 90 seconds. And they asked 2 questions, and the first was, you have the right to change your mind, and they answer accordingly. And the other one, they ask the patient to explain what this drug is going to do to them. And all the people were of sound mind, and when they signed for this medication, and they have to be of sound mind to take the medication. No one can give a person the medication. They have to take it themselves. Some of the people who wanted the medication waited too long, and they ended up suffering for days to weeks because they were physically unable to take it themselves. And because it cannot be administered, they waited too long, and they didn't have the choice. And when that first scene was there, I was like, wow, it was just very powerful. And we don't let animals suffer. We put horses and dogs and cats down all the time. Even hamsters, when they're sick and there's no hope of recovery. So why would we let people suffer like that? Because there's just no amount of comfort a person person can get to make it all go away. And it was an emotional movie. Anybody that knows me knows I have a lot of health problems. If it ever got to that point, I don't want to be lingering around like that, being not just a burden to my family, just in pain. There's no honor in going out of this world suffering. I mean, the only person that did that was Jesus, and I'm not Jesus. I'm sorry. I don't know if that sounds cruel or funny or what. I don't know. I'm just not. Nobody should have to do that. My mother included. But she didn't have a choice, and neither did my grandmother. Watching someone die is one of the most surreal and intimate things I've ever done. And I couldn't be a doctor or a nurse because of that. Especially when someone close to you, it just really takes a toll. And this whole past month, everything's taken a toll. I don't know if it's just because of the job being gone, which was my choice, or, watching my grandmother die was hard. It was really hard. It didn't seem like it was happening at the time. So, hopefully if I'm ever in that position, I won't have to be laying around in a hospital bed getting hospice care and getting shot up with morphine and methadone in order just to be quote-unquote comfortable when you're really not comfortable, because I've seen what comfortable is and it's not comfortable. It's the best they can do, and hospice is a wonderful organization to help, but I'm gonna do some research, find out what other states have these dying with dignity laws on the books, because that's just no way to go. It's no way to suffer. People in this film suffered up until they knew it was they wanted to do it. It's not that they had to do it, they wanted to do it. And their loved ones were there, and it was like a final exit celebration, because they knew they were going to die within a week, 2 weeks, or a month, and they didn't want to suffer anymore, and they didn't want their loved ones watching them do it either. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. So hopefully I can have some more information about it on the next post. And it's late and I'm tired. It's been a rough day, and maybe that's not the best movie I should have been watching tonight. Because today was a hard day for some reason. Like, really can't explain why. I don't know why. There's a lot of unknowns going on. I have some really exciting news, and I'm starting tomorrow with a friend of mine, but I'm not excited about it right at this moment, so I'll get into that another time. But hopefully I will never have to do that, and I don't ever want to watch anybody go through that again. But I will if it's a member of my family and they want me there, or I want to be there. I would do it again. But it's not fun. It's not a good time at all. But I guess dying is not supposed to be a good time. Not supposed to be a good time. It's November 12th, 2013. Actually, it's probably the 13th now. It's a little after midnight, maybe. Everybody have a good night. Hopefully better than mine. I miss my mom. I miss my grandmother a lot. I don't have any other family left down here. And the little family I do have left, that's for another day.